We move on to round 2 then. And if you were looking at the original schedule, we're expecting to see Danny Lorby and Tim Walters. That game no longer going ahead. Tim Walters withdrawing from the tournament. Clearly doesn't have a very sympathetic boss to his darting journey, so Danny advances through to round 3 as a bye. We move swiftly on to Radek Szaganski and Benjamin Royce, the second Pole against the first Dane on stream today. Szaganski looking to follow in the footsteps of Sebastian Białecki, who was too strong for Victor Tingström, a former Players' Championship winner a couple of years ago, and that came just before he lost his tour card. He started to perform too late into his 2-year cycle, so was unable to defend that money. It was wiped off in the race for the likes of the Match Play and the Grand Prix, but he dusted himself down, got back on tour straight away, and he might unfortunately find himself in a similar position to last time, as does Benjamin Royce, who, it's fair to say, has not delivered as we would expect, because some of the performances we've seen from him, most notably that one where he paired Vladimir Andersen in the Danish World Cup team and averaged in the 100 teams on stage. We know he's got an awful lot of talent, but he's not necessarily shown it, and he's not really committed himself fully to the tour either. He's only played in 2 of the 4 Players' Championship events this year.
Well, we have to be honest. The tour is very much concentrated on events in the Netherlands now, England, and a little bit in Germany. So there's no such thing as a home game for Benjamin, or indeed for Szaganski, who lives in Ireland. So it's the constant travelling, the constant cost. If you're not playing well and you're not reaping the benefits, you do have to weigh up what you can do. And it's difficult for people coming from Scandinavia or overseas all the time.
421.
Yes, Radek now based in Cork, working there as a bus driver.
Always gets me, that one. Are you that guy that I saw on PDC TV win that title one time? Yeah, that was me. Just a remarkably humble individual is Radek. But he's 1-0 down, and that's a really bright start from Benjamin. That's exactly what he needed. He has not played well this season at all. But maybe Minehead can shine a light on the flying star. Sounds a bit poetic, that, doesn't it?
100.
Only the second Dane to ever win a tour card after the aforementioned Andersen.
60.
It's looking like it's going the same way as his compatriot. Needs to find some form. Paramount for both players.
100.
Somebody in the crowd there just called him Benji. I'm not even sure they know him. I've never heard anybody call him Benji.
100.
Shall we start?
No.
No, maybe not.
There's only one thing you call Radek. You call him Sir. He's your typical Polish stoic player, a bit like Sebastian Białecki, who was through to the next round. And so is Jimmy Van Schie, who's just beaten Adam Paxton. That was one of the best games of the first round, draw-wise.
Do you know who's 1 leg away from losing his round 2 match? Nico Springer. 5-2 down to Patrick Heratz, averaging 104. I reckon that's PB territory for the Dutchman. And Springer is down at 95.5 and could be set to exit at round 2. That is madness.
Yeah, he could set a Minehead tournament record and walk away with no money. Great darts from Szaganski. This game could be really enticing. It started very brightly. We do have a definitive fixture for our next match, because Charlie Manby losing to Aidan Kirk means that we'll get Kirk versus Hope Pua from New Zealand after this.
100.
We have got some proper international fixtures. Croatia against Canada. I'm not sure how often that's popped up in darts before, but Pero Lubitsch is 4-3 up against Jim Long. And we've got Wales against Lithuania. Derek Coulson and Darius Labanauskas locking horns. That's 4 apiece.
That was always going to be a good game. Two very similar players. Just been a really tight one on board 3. Danny Van Tripe has taken out the young talented Henry Coates. Both mid-80s averages, but it's a 6-5 win for Danny. One of the qualifiers for this tournament.
140.
He's taken out another qualifier. They're dropping like flies, those qualifiers.
Nico Springer has heard us because he's mounting a comeback. It's now 5-3. We've got England versus the Netherlands in Tom Bissell against Marvin van Velzen, and it's the Dutchman who's 2-0 up.
76.
Benjamin looking to go 2-1 up. Looks at double top. Shuffles across to the right.
56. Radek require 107.
Obscured by the first dart, but it was just below the target.
And what's Radek got? Double 16.
91.
Very close.
Require 20.
Threatening. So Reus has got to hit this. They are the mistakes you just can't make.
Radek require 16. Gash on the third leg.
Case in point.
Szaganski. Fourth leg, Radek throw
He
first.
might not be in vintage form right now, Szaganski, but someone who has won a PDC title, you've got to take them seriously. They don't give those titles away.
81.
Think about some of the players that have only won one PDC title. Mark Webster has only won one. William O'Connor has won only one.
81.
They're the kind of players that you would associate multiple titles with, but they have just as many PDC titles as Radek Szaganski.
100.
And then you look at players who haven't won any. Gabriel Clemens.
Wayne Jones.
60.
Cristo Reyes. He was phenomenal. And he didn't win one.
82.
It's a very individual action that Benjamin has
100.
with that kinking elbow constantly moving. When his timing is right, he can do extraordinary things.
98.
I like the straightforwardness of Radek's action, and I think he is deceptively a very quick player.
Yeah. He doesn't get anywhere near the credit he deserves for how good he is. He puts the dart in his hand, and he points at his target every time. Uncomplicated
41.
and usually very good.
160.
Sadly, this time he has complicated things with that single one. Leaves 99. Might not come back, though.
140. Radek
that could have been
99.
good. 160 missed on tops. Might be 2 tops for Radek. No, it's the 16s. Treble for double. Beautifully done from Radek Szaganski. It's merely a hold of throw, but to him, that will feel like a break.
If he'd hit that 160, Royce, it would have felt like a bit of Ben Genius. But he's just been Radek'd by a 99 that was dreamy.
123.
Well, in the spirit of being in Somerset, the southwest of England, it's the southwest of the board where Radek's doing all the damage. Double 8 and double 16 exclusively hit.
140.
It was Nico Springer 1, Patrick Herarts 5. It is now Nico Springer 5, Patrick Herarts 5.
The UK Open is a journey. This tournament is not even 2 hours old. And Nico Springer has been through chicanes and fast lanes and all sorts. If he comes through that game, he's going to take some stopping.
100.
Because they'll be battle hardened with quality.
Few games from round 2 getting underway. Lucas Veinig and Paul Rowley. The winner of that will be on stage 2 later against Kim Huybrechts. George Killington against Owen Bates, and Tommy Lishman, who we've mentioned already, winner in round 1. He's up against the first Italian tour card holder, Michele Torretta, who played some good stuff in the opening weekend of Pro Tours.
Double top for Benji.
22.
See, it's catching.
Radek, you require 83.
Szaganski looking for more joy in the bottom left corner. Double 8. Just didn't expect him to miss because of that clinical 99 out the previous time.
Thing is, if he is missing, it is by an incredibly small margin. He is punished this time by Reus. But Radek is still in prime position to make it through to round 3.
81.
Some people have said in the past, when do you start thinking about preserving tour status? I think these two players are already thinking about it. Going into March of year 2. It'll be something they will have on their mind every day.
60.
And in order to take the pressure off, if you can, for example, make the final day of the UK Open
44.
and open up the door of possibility to what happened 2 years ago for Andrew Gilding, your life could change in as little as 72 hours. That does not happen in many sports. Wimbledon, it takes 2 weeks. World Snooker Championship takes 2 to 3 weeks. In darts, your life can change in hours to days.
Radek, 136.
Well, this combination could end on double 8. Needed Radek to hit 2 treble 20s.
43. Benjamin, you require 36.
So now, to make it 3-all and to break the throw in what's becoming a topsy-turvy game, Benjamin Royce hits double 18. It's been a good game, this one. Averages around the low 90s. The standard has been good, but it's tight. It's one of those games where, even at the halfway juncture, I couldn't tell you who's going to win.
140.
And if we're honest, I didn't expect this game to be this good based on what we've seen on the Pro Tour so far. But the news from board 7 is that Nico Springer has done it. The comeback, averaging nearly 98, and Springer is through to round 3. What a journey over the last 90 minutes for the German.
180.
News as well from the main stage. Bo Greaves has kicked off her campaign in splendid fashion.
41.
A 96 average. Can you imagine? Let's say she does make it through to round 4. 2 names out of the hat. Bo Greaves,
60.
Luke Littler.
She's still got to do more work before she gets there, but what a fabulous...
I know, don't ruin the thought.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. I'm going to be the pragmatic one. You can be the dreamer. She's still got to get into the hat. And Royce is going to leave himself on tops.
81.
He might just be about to take the lead as well.
100.
Everybody's stepping up to the plate here today. It's great to see. Double top for the Dane.
20.
He's okay for now, but you don't want to keep missing doubles.
Yeah, Radek's gone off the boil a bit in the last couple of legs. The trebles are drying up.
60.
Only chips off 60, so Royce will fancy his chances, even if he doesn't get it in this visit. Which he's not going to.
He's too defensive on that double 5. There were other options as well. You don't want to find yourself cornered on an odd number double,
60.
which is exactly where Benjamin is right now. Very well done.
Benjamin Royce. 8-leg Radek throw first. Game on.
Looks like he's got a bit more energy about him since the last time we saw him in Rosmalen.
81.
He had 2 dreadful games in the Netherlands. But it's as if someone's pressed the reboot button on Benjamin. This is great to see him playing with this kind of sharpness.
60.
He averaged 88 in losing to Andy Bolton in the first tournament in Rosmalen, but following day,
43.
sub 70 against Martin Lukeman. Really, really surprising.
So in more ways than one, he got smashed.
Touche.
140.
When we come to this tournament, Dan, we're always thinking, who's going to be the story of day one? There's always somebody. Who could it possibly be? Could be anybody who's still throwing a dart on a stage or on an outside board. It could be you.
Well, right now, Nico Springer. As we sit here at 8 minutes to 1 local time, Nico Springer has averaged the second highest average in UK Open history, and then mounted a comeback from 5-1 down to beat Patrick Herarts,
60.
who actually ended with a higher average than Nico. Double 8 now for Benjamin Royce. Up for double 4 to be in a dream position.
56. Radek 117.
He's getting all the chances. Radek needs another combination to stay in this one. On tops. Another near miss on the double. And he might just pay the price for that near miss. Fabulous from the Dane. 5-3 up and looking very, very good to make the next round. And coincidentally, Nico Springer's final game of the afternoon, it will be against Dylan Slevin.
44.
That's going to be thunderous.
It's going to be quick. I think the game that we're watching here signifies how much fine margins plays a part in darts, because Radek has missed 4 darts at double, and the combined distance is probably about 5 millimeters.
That's incredibly fair.
135.
But is it fair for us to say that he hasn't had enough chances?
It is. Benjamin has had darts. I'm obsessed with Nico Springer right now. Benjamin has had darts to win all but one of the legs.
Just imagine if Radek was playing someone who was slightly off their game. He would have been in the distance himself.
134.
But Royce has turned up this afternoon.
And it's about time we saw the best of him.
Benjamin, you require 84.
There was a lot of hope surrounding Benjamin Royce when he won his tour card. And there'll be hope surrounding him at the UK Open if he takes double 16, which he does not. A reprieve for Radek maybe. Goes bull first. And there's that double 16, that portion of the board that he absolutely loves.
Unflappable brilliance. He is your quintessential no-nonsense player.
140.
Give me a target, give me a distance, and I'll throw at it. So many dart players have to put in so many hours and think about this game so intricately. Radek, he doesn't need words. He just needs 3 darts and a board.
57.
Winner of this takes on either Andy Barton's or Cam Crabtree, who was brilliant on this board earlier today.
85.
And wouldn't you just know it, the trebles are starting to come back for Radek.
54. Radek 164.
I know Szaganski wouldn't have the information about Springer and his comeback, but it feels like he's massaging his inner Springer. Trying to mount the comeback and take us all the way. Gets the ball, double 8. Fabulous from Szaganski. He has fought so valiantly in the last couple of legs to take us this far. Now Reus, if he doesn't get the job done, he will feel devastated. He's had a shot for the match.
And if Radek has a shot at either double 16 or double 8, Benjamin Reus will be looking through his fingers. Those cheeks may be going a certain shade of red. He does have the advantage of throw.
45.
However, a visit of 45 might mean that advantage counts for nothing.
I'm so impressed with Szaganski in this game.
60.
That's the first time he's shown any emotion there. The pain of that treble-less visit. He knows he needs a little bit more.
100.
If he doesn't find trebles, he's going to lose this match.
60.
And there it is again. The Dane maintaining his advantage of throw.
41.
But for how long? That could be costly.
And when you consider he could have just slid that third dart right underneath the first two.
83.
Radek does come away with a treble, but he's still not down to a finish, so it is still advantage Benjamin. But for how long?
100.
Fine margins, and Szaganski's better off. He leaves a number which could leave the bottom left corner. But a chance for Reus to finish it on tops.
Oh, is this wise? Taking his time.
75.
Maybe not. It's a good couple of inches away. Ironically, leaves double top for the match. Was nowhere near with the first dart, but he pins double top. And that is a proper comeback